Oh, my new Gamblin media supplies arrived today. Thanks to Jackson's Art Supplies. Should be a link down below. We've got the Galkyd Lite, the solvent-free gel, the Neo Meglip, and the Gamsol. So let's have a look at them. Okay, so what we've got here. Basically got all of Winsor Newton French Ultramarine, Delaroni French Ultramarine, and a Winton Phthalo Blue. Yes, I didn't have any French Ultramarine. Winsor Newton Yellow Ochre, Delaroni Yellow Ochre, and Winton Yellow Ochre. Winton, if you don't know, is the Winsor Newton budget line. Why all them? Just so you can see how these mediums react with everything else. Okay. First up, Galkyd Lite. See if we can get it focused. There you go. Galkyd Lite. Thims over colour, increases transparency and gloss. More fluid, less glossy than the Galkyd. Couldn't tell you, never used it, first time I've seen this. Thin layers can be touched around about 24 to 30 hours, it reckons. Let's have a look. Let's put a bit out the top on its own, I think. It says increases transparency and gloss, so let's have a look. Not much of a smell, so that's not going to knock it out. Reminds me of crayons. Lovely. Okay. I believe all of these you can mix up to about maximum 50%, 50-50. We're just doing enough just so we can get a little look, and hopefully it'll all stay in a nice little squares. Okay, very thin, very smooth, really silky smooth. I was expecting it to be sticky. I don't know if you can see that or not. Not at all. A lot less sticky than the mediums you'd get with acrylics, which is what I normally use. Okay, let's have a look at it with the French Ultramarine. Let's spread that out a bit to see a little bit of that in. Oh, really brightens it up. And if we use a brush, will it bring out any brush marks? Yeah, just leaving just a few in there. Oh, I like that. Feels really good. Very light. A Delaroni. Dark colour. Okay. Bring that down, about half of it. Mix it in. The Galkyd Lite. Nice. Don't know if it's just me, it doesn't seem to mix as easy. It's a nice bright colour though. It's the Georgianals, by the way, on the Delaroni. Okay. Phthalo Blue, Winton. It's not the best match, is it? It's blue. What more can you want? Well, if you ever wanted a reason to get artist colour, there it is. To me, it's just not there. There's no luminosity, there's no brightness, there's not enough depth. Okay, let's try the yellow ochre, see how that comes out. Where's the Newton yellow ochre? The Galkyd Lite. Oh, I'd say that's sort of too much Galkyd Lite, man, to be honest. Let's move it all there. I don't know. What do you think? I've got to say, these paints aren't exactly new. If you saw the tubes, you know what I mean. Yeah, there's my Winsor & Newton. It's been around a bit. Okay. Yeah, it's certainly keeping a little bit of a brush stroke in there. Let's see the so it does with it around there. I think that's just about 50%, although it is very oily. I did try and soak a bit up. Just, I don't know. Colour's nice. There we go. Not lots to say about that. It's probably down to the amount of oil in the actual paint tube, I'm guessing. When you look at that, it's really smooth. These are almost grainy on this one. This one's very, very liquidy, a bit like melted jelly. Or jello for our American cousins. Winton yellow ochre. So let's see what this comes out like. You can see it's like clay. Very like clay there. Let's see what's like when it mixes. Oops. It soaked up an awful lot of the Galkyd Lite there. Very muddy. So there's a surprising amount of different effects there. I've got to say the French Ultramarine, the Winsor & Newton, really nice. Same with the Roni. Delaroni? Is that your pick? Pays your money, you makes your choice. These have both come out really pretty grainy. And to me, that's my favourite of the yellow ochres. The Delaroni. Winsor & Newton. All shows it's worth trying, see what you like best. Okay, time for the solvent-free gel. You get that okay? Comes in a tube, obviously. Let's have a look, see what it does. Look at the top. Wow, that's massively different, isn't it? Comes out of the tube, like really smooth. We can do it with like really smooth, I don't know, glue, but it's not sticky. Let's go for a roughly, try and get an early 50-50 mix or just under. I'm starting to think I should have used a bigger canvas. Oh well, there you go. Okay, what's it feel like? Definitely reminds me of the acrylic gels. Again, not as sticky. There is a little bit there, you can just feel it when you lay your palette knife flat on it. If I just smooth it out, and you can just about get it. Okay, what's it supposed to do then? Increase flow, transparency, holds brush marks. I can feel that, yeah, I can feel it like it should do that, and you can see it here. Certainly holds a palette knife mark. Made from safflower oil and alkyd resin, he says, reading off the chart. Probably a happy medium between all the others, I'm guessing. So is it a jack of all trades, master or not? Oh, that feels good, like that. Really nice. Good mix with the Winsor & Newton, really smooth that, I like that. Let's use the correct brush and get a bit of paint. Certainly the closest to, if you're an acrylic painter, I think you'll love that. Really nice. That's a nice bit of kit, that. Okay. Does it match? Does it work with the Daler-Rowney? Any difference? It comes out really dry now, doesn't it? Well, if you don't want to use a lot of oil and jumping over from acrylics, I would say spend the money on artist quality paint, oil paint, Rowney, Winsor & Newton, any other name that you fancy, and then mix it with a solvent free gel. Love it. Nice brush strokes in there. If I move it back over, let's have a look at just painting that bit. Really brings a nice sheen to it. Okay. What's next? This weirdy fade blue that doesn't match anything else. Let's use that. Just even bringing a little bit of transparency to that. A bit of a glow. It seems to work better with this than it has done with the Galkyd Lite. Move it over there. Paint it out. Okay. Pretty snazzy. Okay, off we go again. That is really nice. Anyway, right, let's see what it comes out like with the yellow ochre. Nice, great brush strokes. Use it up. I can't see it losing any colour there at all. So it's not like you're thinning it out of existence and your colour's gone all faded. Weak. But that's a really nice gel, that. You I don't know if you can get that on the camera there, but it's still just leaving brush marks. I like that. Just enough. Brilliant. Okay. Let's see what comes with this one now. Will it be a big really muddy mess, jelly mess I should say, which I actually like. No, hold it together better. Obviously it's a gel and not a liquid, isn't it? Not a oil, not as thin as this. That's nice. Okay. Yeah. And the last one with the cheapy Winton. The Winton clay. Let's have a look. Gives it that glow straight away. It definitely soaks it up, that. Well, I'm guessing it's probably the fillers in it. There's going to be more fillers in that, certainly there's in this stuff, which is brilliant. Same company, budget range. Still staying pretty matte, this. Okay. Well, I've just opened the Neo Meglip and nothing wrong with it. It's just I was expecting it to be liquid like this stuff, and it's very jelly. Okay, so what? See that? Is it getting better? Yeah, if you haven't guessed, I really love my acrylics. It's just, although it's great for working time, the oils, for me, it's way too long to dry. But, gotta say, I really enjoy messing with these with the mediums. Okay. Let's have a look. There's a slight colour difference between this, the Neo Meglip, and the solvent-free gel. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. There's a slight yellowing to it. Doesn't feel as grippy to me. But it's there, it's nice. Okay. Winsor & Newton French Ultramarine. Not mixing quite as quickly, but it's giving it a, to me, it's a lot smoother. You get that? More water. It could be my mix, I suppose, but let's have a look. Has it changed the colour at all? If it has, I can hardly see it. I can't see it here. Whether it stands out on the camera or not, I don't know. It reckons maintains the body of oil colour. I thought it thinned it a bit to me, but so maybe I have over-thinned it. Gives it a satin gloss, silky feel. Yeah, definitely silky feel, no doubt about it. feels drier and thinner off the brush when you compare it to this. If that's pretty standard throughout, that'd be really nice to use for dry brushwork. Mix it with that in. Okay, here's my freaky phthalo. Probably a bit too weak. There we go, that's better. I can see that's really split it quite even. Really watered it down's the wrong phrase, but you know what I mean. Why am I doing all this? Well, simply, I think some videos that I've seen, you get 5 seconds on a paint and on a mix, and for me, you can still see everything here. You're getting a chance to see it with a different mix of paints as well. Does it interact the same throughout a range? Not everybody uses these, obviously. Not everybody uses one type. So if you're using different colours in your mix, let's say everything you have is Winsor & Newton, but you have a yellow ochre for a different thing, from a different range, golden or what have you, will the medium make a difference? I think it says to me they're worth trying out with a bit of any that you use. Oh, that didn't like mixing. Starting to feel a little bit like that, but not quite as thin. The Galkyd Lite, yeah, feels very like that. Oops, messing the order up. Let's get the clay out. Oh, it doesn't like that at all. Well, there you go. I wouldn't mix that with that. It doesn't come off the brush too bad. Okay, first impressions. It's actually not too bad once you start doing that. It's gritty, but that's probably because that could be because of the paint's old. I don't know. Say what you see, as they used to say. Okay, finally, the Gamsol. What do we think? Okay, well, I've had a smell, and it's not bad. Can't smell a thing, to be honest, as you heard. Use the thin oil colours, and then you thin the mediums as well with it. Reusable, non-toxic when used as recommended, they reckon. Okay. You can't get any thinner, so for a thinner, let's just put a little bit on. Yeah, probably can't see a lot there, can you? It's got small little puddles on. Let's see what happens. Used for everything, like it says, thinning and hopefully cleaning brushes when I finish, because I'm going to need it. Well, there's not much point in doing that. It's like pushing water on your palette. Let's have a look. Let's just get a little bit of this off. There's a Newton French ultramarine. Wow. Watercolours with oil, anybody? I've got to say, you do not need a lot of that stuff. Not a lot at all. think for cleaning brushes it would just be a case of using a pen. Not how to clean my brushes the old Bob Ross way anymore. No, just get showers out for the missus. Okay, that's pretty nice. Yeah, cleans it pretty well. Probably used too much there, but yeah, that's quite okay. Okay, just want to fizz a little bit here. Yeah, I can see it break up into nothing now. Pretty nice that. I'm thinking the Gamsol and the solvent-free gel. They're my little favourites, I think. Yeah, I can see a difference in the Newton, and the Winton, sorry. It's breaking it up, it's falling apart. I'll use too much. Very good for cleaning it up. Okay. Okay, the final section, the yellow ochre. Okay. What do I think overall now? I'm thinking of the two paints, and they're all paints, things change, is the Winsor and Newton have a better consistency, quality throughout with everything. The other Rowney, the French ultramarines are lovely. The yellow ochre, very consistent, but for me a little thin when you look at the colours. Let's see what it's like with this. But what we're actually here for, the mediums, well, if you take the drying time out of everything, gotta say, get you thinking about doing oils and not acrylics. You see, you pick Winsor and Newton and then Rowney does this to me. I like that. Okay, last one. The cheapy Winton yellow ochre. Mind you, £3.60 for 60ml or something isn't exactly dirt cheap, is it? What are the prices nowadays for this stuff? I reckon this stuff is probably, I probably got this in about 1993. It was my last proper oil paintings I did. These, the Rowney and the Winsor Newton artist, I guess it could be 30 years up. Okay, yeah, it's dried out very quick, that. Give it a very flat appearance, so. Very flat, very matte with this. Okay, pretty good. I'll clear this out of the way and then I think we'll see what the Gamble is like as a cleaner. Okay, put 10-12 ml of the Gamsol in there. Let's see what comes off. I've only given these a very quick wipe with paper towel. Certainly brought it off, hasn't it? Let's see what's left. Okay. Well, I'm happy with that. Yeah, seems to do the job. One thing nobody ever seems to show you. Let's see what it looks like on the pores. I just realised one thing I haven't done is read the instructions and see you're supposed to wash in it. Probably not, but it certainly does do the job, doesn't it? What? There you go, guys. What can I say? Thanks to Jackson's, Gamsol, Galkyd Lite, Neo Meglip, and solvent-free gel from Gamblin. Nice stuff. Favourites. Brilliant stuff. Really, really, really good. Gamsol does the job very well. Brilliant for cleaning and no smell. Maybe a faint sun lotion smell. These two, don't know. Good, but me, I would probably go out and buy 2 big tubs of that and start oil painting. Okay, see you next time.